We back, episode 21. Let's get it. Make sure I got my beverage game right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Y'all get bougie with the glasses.
Yeah. But we bougie out in the streets, though.
Y'all get bougie, bro. Nigga say, go buy you got the paper cup, bro. You got real glasses out there.
We fancy over here.
That you got the Stella?
Yeah, we got the Stella Artois, you know what I mean? What is the Belgium joint? That's what we do, man.
You got the water to go with it?
Yeah, but you gotta have your H2.
With the alcohol.
Yeah,
You gotta have triple threat.
It's about a balance, dog. You gotta have your beer, your vodka, and you gotta have your gallon of your water game.
Hey, that you got the triple threat.
You gotta have your water game right, dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, but we gotta have your water game right, dog.
No doubt.
That's what it is. This time. Like that echo. Damn, Mike, this mic pick up everything, boy.
I told you.
Yeah, it's gonna pick up everything. Alright, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Turn. Alright, fellas, we back. Season 2, episode 21. Feel good to be in the good studio.
All day.
Yo, you got that laugh like Jadakiss.
All day.
Nah, I feel good, man. It's been a long time. COVID has messed up all kind of stuff, though.
Yeah, COVID has been a strain on a lot of people, but guess what? At the end of the day, you just got to go through it. I mean, people do the right thing and do what they need to do, then it won't be as bad. But hey, only the strong survive out here, so you got to be strong-minded and keep it moving.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. Like I said, COVID has just changed sports. Hopefully not forever, but it's going to affect a lot of things. But we won't be able to do much of nothing anymore. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, it's changed, but then you know what? In anything, you're gonna need some change to make you better or make things worse. And I think once they figure out how to, get things situated, we'll be back on track. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Let's get right into it, man. We got some hot NFL topics, bro, and we ready to just keep it moving, dog. But we got one of our faithful listeners, about to join us on the podcast. My man Nell. Nell, what's happening, bro? Man, we chilling, dog. It's good to be back in the building.
What's up, Playboy?
Yeah, it's kind of hard. You're on my tablet, so it's kind of hard to see everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, I see you sporting that Grambling t-shirt down there, bro.
Yeah, man, my man Nell, this is James, the one of the Falcons fan you was gonna yell at. he showed up.
What's up, Nell? It's Keith, bro.
Yeah, no, dog. No. Say, bro, listen, bro. This ain't we on my iPad, dog. You ain't about seeing, bro. It's about hearing what we got to talk about, dog. That's what it's all about, dog. That's what it is. So, man, we're going to jump into the first topic now, bro. What's your thoughts on OBJ's comments about playing this season?
The what? Hey, just pause it. Just pause it.
Yeah, bro. Hold on, dog. Let me stop recording. Dog, you can't pause it.
You can't pause.
Dog, there's no pause on the board. It's either you stop the record or that's it. See what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can start it over.
You don't have to start. Just pick up from where you're going. It's still hold up.
Yeah, we coming, dog. It's on boost. We coming, dog. Yeah, let me see that. It's on mic 4.
You want to switch?
Nah,
It is yours.
Yeah, I see that.
Huh?
Yeah, I see my beautiful mic.
nah, this is it.
Oh, you on my mic.
Because I need to run the board.
What's that got to do with the mic?
Because it wasn't going to be able to reach well. Don't be coming here with your last minute ass with different shit, man.
Two things got to do with the other.
Don't be coming here with your last minute
Boy,
ass.
I see you look slim, boy.
Yeah, bro, you know I'm out here
Slim.
working.
What does one got to do with the other? Then what? Did you catch that?
We coming, man.
What does my mic got to do with him?
Come on, man.
Just put it right beside yourself, didn't he?
No,
Man, come on, boy.
No.
Get straight.
Dude out here, bro. When his late ass.
I'm late. I ain't late. I'm on time.
You say you weren't even coming, so
I
what
wasn't
was
supposed to come. My contractor came early. Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah, look at that. Look at this right here.
Yeah, we straight.
I know, yeah. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you need your headphones and plug them into 4.
I said, my mic don't reach. Like, what does this got to do with that? What
Man,
does that
come
do
on,
with
Come on, man. Fuck, dog.
What does that do with the other? What does my got to do with the
What's
other?
your track, G? Let's go.
Come on, man.
You tell me. What does it got to do with the other?
Yeah, bro, you see how we be, bro?
Yeah, bro. This is what we got to go through, dog.
Man said, yo, the mic don't reach. Wait, what?
No, this is what we got. No, we got somebody coming in late, bro. Wasn't even supposed to be here today. Then you gonna come in and talk about the equipment. No, this is foolishness,
The
dog.
lies you coming with?
No, what that got to do with? No, sit
What the
down.
mic got to do with?
Say, bro.
Hey, man, the mic don't reach.
No, I didn't say that.
Hey, man,
What am I sit way over there for when I gotta run the board? This is the most convenient spot, dog. You not here, so why does it
I gotta
matter?
press the button, bro.
Hey, man, let's go, bro.
Man, come on, man. Dude here, dog. Okay, bro.
Press the button, bro.
Yeah, you on Bluetooth,
You
dog.
already know. Yeah, you already said. You already said.
Can you hear him?
You said it, that was that Falcons fan.
Oh.
Yeah, you right. He said, I bet that was that Falcon fan.
Yep. You know it. You know it. You want your headphones or no?
My headphones here?
Nah, it's on.
What you got? It's Bluetooth, right? What's the Bluetooth? What's that?
So the Bluetooth is hooked up to the iPad, and if we want a physical phone, we need the adapter that Donovan is supposed to get.
No, they ain't having it in Best Buy.
So
Oh,
you
so
can't have
that's
two.
why-
I'm gonna
Can't,
order
right,
the
so you
keyboard.
can't have two Bluetooths at one time.
Bro,
That's why it say phone right here, right?
Right.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
That's not the question I'm asking. I'm just asking what is the Bluetooth so I can see.
Oh,
this, so I can see
Roadcaster.
what's it.
Broadcast.
Alright.
But you trying to connect to the board, or you just?
Yeah, I'm trying to connect to the board, so I'm here.
No, this is connected to the Bluetooth of the board. There's only one Bluetooth.
It's not multiple.
No, I haven't figured. You can try it. You can try it. Turn your Bluetooth on.
And multiple devices.
Yeah, this is for the physical phone. Like if I have my phone plugged into here, you can hear, right? It's not two Bluetooths that you can try it though. I mean, I never tried to cook two Bluetooth devices at one time. You can do your AirPods or use your laptop.
Do you hold this down?
Yeah, where's that?
Now, we paused it now.
Hold on, man.
There it is.
What's that echo?
Because of the
Yeah, now she right on kisses. She keep
dog. What do you know connect two Bluetooths at one time?
A laptop.
Laptop and what else? At the same time?
iPad, everywhere, everything.
No. You can't connect two things to one device at one time.
You can do multiples. That's not what I'm doing.
But I'm saying, you're trying to get the iPad here, and you want your AirPods or your laptop connected to the board. That's what
You
you're trying
should
to
be
do,
able
right?
to do it because it should be multi-device.
Well, we gotta check it then, because I never see you can do it. I mean, it may be a way. I just never tried two at the same time.
Yeah, we gotta figure it out. Yeah, go ahead and pick it up from there. Now go ahead.
Be ready.
Go back, man. Now, you're gonna be on mute for a second. How can I play a song and at the same time fucking have music?
Just bought a crib, so
Oh, congrats,
a
man.
lot going on.
Oh, we about to start recording at the James
yeah.
household,
Well,
baby.
there's gonna be an announcement at the end of the show that we're gonna be moving the at the end of the renovation of this crib. We're gonna be moving our
Studio.
production studio out of the
The
out of the Raymond Butler's studio production show going on here. We're gonna move it to the JD estate. So
I like that,
you know
dog.
what I mean? That's gonna be happening in November, man. So look out for the big move.
Yeah, make sure you have all the boss
You
stock.
know what I mean?
You know, I like vodka, dog.
Hey, listen,
I like vodka, bro. Just make
Hey,
sure you
listen.
have that.
Listen, you know, I'm gonna put you on the first couple bottles on me, but then I'm gonna put you on what you put on me. So you know what I mean? Like how you like to do me, that's how I'm like to do you. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's all good.
It's all about returning the favor. Eventually, yeah, I give you a couple, but after that, you know, you can handle it yourself.
I
So,
feel
you know,
it.
but everything is good, man. Life is good, bro. I can't complain. You
No
know,
doubt.
just trying to stay healthy.
Yeah, it is.
It's rough out in these streets. Now, what's up, dog?
What's that now?
Man, we got one of our faithful listeners, my man Neil from New Orleans. We went to high school and, went to Grambling together. He always, follow us and from day one. So, we had to get him on the show, get his thoughts on a few of the things and a few of the topics. So we're going to get right into it, man. Since James Lady threw us all off, But what y'all thoughts on the OBJ comments about, basically he takes saying we shouldn't be playing this season. Like, what's your thoughts? I mean, let's go with our caller first. What's up, Neil? Now, what's your thoughts on that comments, bro? So as all right. So let's got it right. So OBJ is a superstar in the league. He basically saying we shouldn't be playing because of COVID. Like, what's your thoughts on the NFL players opting out? OBJ had the same opportunity to opt out as well, right? Even though the deadline was Thursday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I mean, he was pretty adamant, dog, about they shouldn't be playing. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe just wanted some news. What's your thoughts, Keith?
Yeah, I agree with Neil, bro. By the way, bro, I like that Saints hat, dog. But nah, I agree, bro. It's his opinion, bro. Like Neil said, everybody got a choice. So if that's a choice, you shouldn't be lobbying for everybody else not to play.
Right.
But my thing is, I was saying last week too, I just want to see how they're gonna keep the players safe. How you gonna stop COVID from spreading throughout the league like baseball? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't put everybody in a bubble like the NBA doing it. So My issue is I don't think the season gonna last all year anyway. I just don't see how they can keep everybody safe.
But if everybody do their part, bro, and I know, you can't control your family, but if you keep your circle tight, bro, just don't be around the city like that, it's possible, though.
But you don't know what your family doing. Somebody, bro, we asking everybody to be grown up. Somebody not, bro. Somebody gonna go out, gonna get some chicken wings at the, like Luke.
Somebody get some wings from Magic City?
Magic City. Somebody gonna do something, bro. Cause it just had something I was, one of my boys was telling me in Atlanta, where even like the cheerleading high school girl went out to a party, came back, found out she COVID. Now, the school can't even open up on time because this one girl that went out to a party and she came to cheerleader practice.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be difficult, bro. Cause if everybody can do that, the United States would be open right now.
Yeah, that's true.
So you know what I'm saying? I just don't see how they.
Yeah, you're right. The numbers are starting to look better. I mean,
where?
For some now, then what you talking? You still would have got a check. I mean, when it would have been what you normally would make.
But he got endorsements too.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're gonna opt out, just opt out. You don't have to go all the way into, like you said, lobbying for other people to do it. Everybody gonna make their own decision. And at this point in time, your decision is to play.
And OBJ wanted that $16 million now.
Exactly. So I mean,
that's why you're playing.
You relax.
What's your thoughts, JD?
I think OBJ made these comments about a month ago before the article came out.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, I think OBJ was just more, there was no protocol on exactly what they were going to go moving forward as far as the NFL. And the NFL and the NFLPA was still discussing the different requirements they needed to do to move forward with the season.
Right.
So I think he was giving his impression of what was going on currently versus what we see now. Now, I don't still feel like the NFL has a great handle on where they want to go as far as the season and when it's going to start and the different requirements and different things they're going to do to keep the players safe.
Right.
But they have a month, and they can utilize other organizations. NBA is one. We all know Major League Baseball. They're going forward with the season.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's being rough for them, but at the same time they're still playing.
Yeah.
So there are other ways they can learn from the other organizations that are trying to keep forth with the season. I think he just I don't have a problem with him. It's his issues because they made sense. A lot of players have opted out since that comment was even made. It was like 50 players.
I think like 60 now.
Yeah, so
it's a lot.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense why he feels a certain way and why he should feel that way. But at the same time, though, I think it was, his comments were premature. I think he was just thinking about what was going on currently, and the NFLPA wasn't really offering any information to help those guys make the right decision,
Right.
whether they should have opted out or not. So, I'm with him. Player safety, think about it, but at the same time, if you're gonna play, go ahead and go for it.
Just play.
The deadline was Thursday, so it's a wrap anyway.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
So what about what about him talking about the owners? They don't care and all of this. So you think that's the same thing as being premature, or that's just what it is?
Well, that's just what it is, bro. People about making money. It's just
Them boys billionaires, though.
It's
about money, though. At the end of the day, though, it ain't. And when you losing billions, man, you gonna panic.
Yeah.
You gonna panic, though. You wanna play.
So I agree with him. It's about money. It's like every day, like we gotta go to work.
Yep.
You got people at the grocery store. They ain't care about, but they need you to come in and stock those shelves and all that. So it's just the way it is.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. Yeah, he could.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
But that 16 million look better than 300,000. So once you step on that field,
Because he might not get another 16 million if he don't have another great year.
Yeah, but he's so talented, though. He'll always get a job and make big money, though.
Yeah, that's true.
He's still under 30. He's one of the freakish athletes of all in the league. He always gonna get paid, bro.
it's all about the quarterback with them.
But we'll see what Baker gonna do, bro. Because Baker gotta perform this year, bro.
That boy trash.
But look, man, we're gonna go into the next topic, man. Darius Guice was released by the Washington Football Club. I can't even say Redskins.
Washington football team.
You know how the Washington football team. Though. You know how crazy that sounds?
Hey man, look, listen, they done changed the name. I don't care what they call them. It's all about wins and losses with me.
Yeah.
I don't care. You can call them the Washington football team, the Washington whatever. it's all about wins and losses. The name don't matter. You got to.
Oh, name do matter, though.
No, it don't.
That don't sound funny.
It
brother.
sounds crazy as hell.
Who
You
cares?
watch the football team?
Who cares?
Come on.
Listen, bro. Hold on.
Everybody cares.
It
man.
Even
don't
high
matter.
school got a
No, them
mascot.
boys-
All right, listen.
Pee-wee boys and girls
Let me
got
say
a
this.
mascot.
Let me say this. People making a big issue about a mascot. I don't care.
Man,
As long as you winning games,
Your son
it
team
don't
got a
matter.
mascot.
Don't care. I'm all about wins and losses. They don't put the logo on the paper. They put wins and losses.
I hear that, bro. So,
No,
Nah, I'm a Skins
you're
fan,
Skins
bro.
fan.
Yeah,
We
so-
can't say Skins no more, bro.
man, come on, man. No, don't be saying skins on our podcast.
Hey, look,
bro.
man.
They gonna get us off the air.
I'm a Washington fan.
No, he said it. Donovan
I
said
said
it. You can't say Skins no more, Donovan.
Nah, but seriously though, I think they did the right thing. You out there, domestic violence, all of that. Look, they ain't playing that. And I think back in the day, a player like Guice probably would have got a second chance, or they'd have kept him on the team. But I think Ron Rivera trying to set some guidelines like, hey, yeah, going to his third year.
Third year.
I mean, with the COVID, and I think with a lot of these guys, where the season go, and if you get low on running backs, I think you would get him for a year to see how he reacts and to see how he plays and to see if he's healthy. Because I mean,
He's talented.
he's talented, but at the same time, with this COVID, somebody's gonna need a running back.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna need a running back.
If he healthy.
Oh, they may be gone.
How long?
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, you do have a point there. You do have a good point.
Yeah. And like you said, I think he had some issues when he was at LSU.
He did.
And because he was good, they covered it up. And a lot of players, bro, because he probably been getting away with stuff since high school. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, okay, you are a star player, but in the league, these players got to realize, bro, you're a dime a dozen. You can be replaced. This ain't high school or college. Well, we already got you on scholarship, and no one behind you is better than you.
Yeah.
But in the league, bro, we can bring somebody up, especially running back. Y'all a dime a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
And this movement now, bro, you can't be playing like that with, you know what I'm saying, Me Too movement and all that. And then the Skins already, well, I can't say the Skins no more.
The Washington football
The
team.
Washington football team already got this negative on a franchise, bro.
Exactly.
And you got a new coach coming in saying, look, we trying to turn this whole franchise around, the whole
Clean up everything.
everything.
Do you think having Rivera military background, very disciplined coach is the reason why you got?
That's what I'm saying. I think he coming in there like, look, we getting rid of the nonsense.
Right.
We started from ground up.
Because I mean, it was suspicion. Like it wasn't like, even though he went to jail.
Oh, he already got the back. He
right,
already.
but
got
like
the
I mean, he
back.
could have been, just say, look, stay away from the team or whatever the case may be.
But
right?
I think just like you said, the Washington football team already got a negative energy coming anyway, and now he probably like, I'm going to bring my people in anyway.
Well, I think too. Another thing, I think they did a deep dive on him when coming from LSU, and he had the issue that he had there.
Yeah.
And I think he probably had some issues, like Nell said, that he had some other issues going on up to this point.
And
then a lot of times in
I think
football,
in high school
but-
he had issues.
But I'm saying, a lot of times in football, they put things behind the scenes that we don't know about, and it just pile up. And when you have that one big incident, you got to go. And you got to think, the situation with the women, what Daniel Snyder had, and acting like he turned a blind eye to, and then all the other stuff that we had.
Yeah,
that
with the
we-
cheerleaders and everything.
The ledge.
The ledge.
The legs. So
The
that's what I'm
ledge.
saying. They
You
got a
gotta
lot
put
of
them
stuff.
quotes on that thing.
The ledge. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot
We're
of
not
stuff.
paying any losses.
And
You got the
also,
ledge.
and also too, bro, I think dude had a rough, like everybody probably do, had a rough bringing up. I think he was adopted. I don't think he was ever. I think he was adopted by parents. He didn't grow up with his parents. So, he might got a lot of issues going on, bro.
I mean, psychologically he could, but you would think that'd be where hopefully LSU caught some of those while he was in school, right?
Yeah.
They gave him the counseling and the support you need.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you get to the NFL, you're in a grown man's league.
Yeah, that's true.
So they expect you to make grown man decisions.
Right.
And he just didn't. I mean, he just did not make it grown. And maybe, the COVID-19 could have been a part of the situation, being that he's sitting still for so long and he's got to keep his mind focused. And some kids just can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The ability, the talent is there, but the frame of mind and being able to really keep that logic and keep that focus from a mental standpoint just isn't there for everybody.
Mm-hmm. So now, what you was about to say now?
Right. Well, he probably gonna get 8 games, at least 6 to 8 games, no doubt about that. Especially if this come out to be true. You think? I don't think his career gonna be over. I mean, he a very young running back. As he get healthy, somebody might give him another shot.
And he cheap.
Yeah, I mean, he'll come in. He on a cheap deal now.
Exactly. Because he's still on his rookie deal.
Listen, if they took back Hunt,
I don't know. I don't know.
They took back Hunt, they'll take him back.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt, when he got his is on camera.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but still, his was still on camera.
Yeah.
They caught him on camera.
Yeah,
they did
pushing
look
that
bad
girl
for him.
down.
And then he kicked
He
no
kicked
girl.
her.
So that makes it
He
worse.
was on camera doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they got videotape of this dude doing what he did. But they got videotape of you. That's like what's my man from
Ray Rice.
Ray Rice type
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
But I think if Kareem Hunt would have been up front with Kansas City, I think if he'd have been up front with Kansas City, I think they might have would have been like, okay, we're just gonna sit you down for a couple of games and keep you on the team. Because allegedly he wasn't up front with them, and that's what really got him in trouble.
Then the
when
video come
when
out.
the
He
video
was
come
up
out.
front, but when the video
Yeah,
came out,
that's what I'm
he
saying.
could have lied if he
He
was in the
lied.
video.
Yeah,
But
so
when
that's
the
what I'm
video
saying.
came out, he was like, I ain't got nothing really to go on.
Yeah,
So
so
you
that's what I'm saying.
gotta get out in
Now
front of it, bro.
you definitely done.
And it
Yeah.
looked bad because his boys were trying to hold him
Yeah,
back.
and he's the aggressor.
Yeah.
And even though the girl was talking in, he could have restrained himself.
Yeah.
So man, listen, he could have got out of it.
Huh?
What you say now?
The kick.
Yeah, but I mean, the attempt,
But
though.
at the attempt,
The
man.
attempt of it.
Yeah.
But no, it's all good, man. We're gonna give you one more question, man. We're gonna dive a little bit into the NBA, man. Since you from New Orleans, what's your thoughts on the Pels and how they using Zion? We're gonna transition to the NBA, and then we'll let you get out of here. That man body type just awkward, dog.
He eating them beignets out there, bro. I think they are.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't play last night either.
Nah, he didn't.
Terrible, bro. Boy, 19 years old, dog. Is they hiding an injury?
Man,
Oh, they just not saying something, dog. Cause dog, you're 19 years old. Ain't no way you're not paying back to back, dog.
I think Zion. We gave him high praises early, but I don't think he's gonna survive too much longer. Because I'm like you said, you 19, you done had 4 months off, and you not playing now. It could be like he probably still hurt with the knee because you know of his body type and it's still putting pressure on his knees. But they're gonna have to figure something out. Because you talking about him playing an 82 game season, being the age that he is. I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, Gentry gonna have to do a lot of improvement with this kid. I mean, he's gonna have to improve his body. Now, you know, you can't change how big. I mean, you can trim down, but as far as his build, that's how he is.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing else he can do about that.
Man, what you think, G? Keith? I mean, I hope he got a personal chef. I mean, hopefully.
He
Hey, Julio, right?
he eating them whole loaf po' boys out there, bro.
Yeah,
To the face.
Yeah, bro. He said, "Give me that loaf, bro." He going to the hood. Give me that loaf.
Give me that little dress,
Yeah,
dog.
give me that loaf dress.
Double shrimp.
Yeah.
But now, bro, you know, we want to thank you for coming on, bro. Keep listening to us, dog. Spread the word. Anything you got for us before you get out of here, though? Hey, bro, you gotta start paying us to come on our show, dog.
Nah, bro, we need the call man, bro.
This is a popular show, dog. We worldwide.
Did we have a Drew Brees talk?
Nah, we ain't got Drew.
Oh, okay. We gotta get you on for that one, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna dive into the divisions a little bit closer to the season. We'll definitely get you back on.
Cause we definitely need you on here for James, bro. He talking that Matt Ryan ish.
Listen, you need to understand, bro. Best quarterback in the division. Definitely can't say pop on Drew Brees. Definitely can't say that.
He want to talk about the quarterback side of Donovan. Donovan hate the quarterback side of it.
It's terrible, bro. That quarterback salary is terrible, bro. It's terrible. That's why a lot of teams ain't gonna win. Hey, but look, but Nels.
I mean, it may be just something where he just needs a time, a year to just go in and just really do the things he needs to do to make sure his body, because his body's still maturing.
Yeah.
So to say he needs to do this, I can't tell Zion that. Only thing I can say to Zion is that he, right now, based off the 22 to 24 minutes he play a game, he's a force.
A nigga, a point a game,
Wait,
a point a minute.
Where you
He
want
a fool when he
whether
right.
you want to admit it or not, whether you want to say something about his weight, height, size, anything, he's a foot. He's not shooting jumpers.
He's a point a
And he's
minute.
averaging 24 a game.
Yeah,
And he's not shooting jumpers.
And he only playing like 24 minutes.
Every shot he's shooting is going to the basket.
Yeah.
So he's not being stopped. And they need him. But he's going to have to do something to change his physical stature. Now, what that is, I can't really say, man. I don't know what he eats because he can't be eating New Orleans food right now.
Right.
He's in the bubble.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just not playing.
He might be a snack. He might be a snack person.
I don't know. When you're 19 years old, man, you don't realize, he's burning thousand
He
calories
should.
per
He might be a late night eater.
per run, but yeah, that he may not be going to sleep. He may not be getting effective sleep or something.
Yeah.
I really don't know, but the fact remains is he's going to have to do something to change it around.
Yeah.
But at the same time, man, you cannot deny the kid is
No, he talented.
who's
Very.
averaging 24 games.
He a generation
and they're
talent.
only playing
20-some minutes.
20 minutes.
So let me ask this question: do you think that with the quick turnaround of the NBA season, because they probably gonna go home, so they'll be done. They'll be done this month. They'll be done this month.
They'll be done next week.
Next week. So do you think the quick turnaround with the season started in December? Do you think that give him time to get himself together?
I think it helps him. I think it helps him.
Do you think it helps?
Because he's still in the workout playing basketball mode.
Gotcha.
If the season ended normally, they wouldn't have made the playoff. He got 3, 4, 5 months before training camp starts. So now he's already in basketball mode. His body's used to working out. He should be ready to go come December, bro. It should be no excuse.
And my point is, I think all this gonna motivate him. If you want to be great, because it's got to be embarrassed to you, bro, that 4 months later we still treat you like it's October, right?
Right.
And somebody in this circle, mom, dad, stepdad, teammates, like, look, bro, you can be great. You can be one of the greatest of all time. Like, you can be a Hall of Fame player, right? All you got to do is get yourself in great shape and come out here and ball. Because we can see in the league, bro, you pretty much unstoppable, bro, with the full speed. And all he got to do is lose by like 20.
But do you think he's healthy?
I think he's healthy. I just think they worrying about him being overweight, taking that pound and coming down all that force. They don't want to injure him for next year.
Gotcha.
And I think the Pelicans don't want to make the playoffs. I think they want to get another pick to go with them. So in the same thing too, they being very careful with him that why blow his knee out right now and we not gonna win the championship.
But scared money don't make money, bro.
But
You can't play that way, though. That's when you get hurt. When you're playing timid.
Right, but I'm saying eventually they sending a message, but you need to get in better shape for you to play. I think
No,
that's
he had 4 months.
but he didn't get in great shape.
They said he was in great shape.
But he clearly he's not, bro. The dude be hobbling in his body like one time, bro. I saw the Gentry. What's his name? Gentry had to take a time out. He was gassed.
So therefore, I don't think he's healthy.
I think he's healthy. I just think they've been very and like you said, Ram, you gotta take the training wheels off at some point, right?
Mhm.
But I feel like if I'm Zion, me as a man, I'm looking at myself like, bro, I gotta do that. I see these dudes can't stop me. If I can play 35 to 36 minutes a game, I can average by at least 28 to 30 a game.
You don't even have to play 36 minutes a game. You know,
I say by 30. I say
at least 30, 32.
Like James
Most
said,
superstars
the
playing
dude averaging
7-minute
what,
quarters.
James? 24 in like
he's
20
averaging
minutes?
24 points in like 24 minutes.
And you give him another 5?
But I look, if you feel like we speaking like I'm the Pelicans organization, and I feel like he's a generational talent, then I'm not going to bet my money on this particular season.
Right.
So why push him, knowing that I want him to be here for the next 10 years?
Yes.
I mean, you have to also realize that this is still New Orleans. This is not a large market.
No doubt.
You need Zion
Yes.
That's true.
in that market. So why push him and go crazy when you know for a fact that what he's going to bring to your organization is going to be revenue for the next 10 plus years,
That's
if not more,
I agree.
if he stays healthy. So you got to stay on the caution side because you want him to be healthy. You don't want him to move on and be like, and feel like y'all pushing him, and then he moves, do you have another AD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A superstar playing a different market that's not bringing anything for New Orleans. So I don't have no problem with them. I just wish they say what they just keep it
Just say
100.
what they want to
Yeah,
hear.
Say what it is.
Because you got everybody wondering.
We don't
like,
want to
hey,
push this kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And clearly that's what it is. They looking at this season like, look, we're not gonna do anything. Let's just take our time with them, get them
Yeah.
in better shape, get us a nice draft pick, and they got the Lakers. What? How many picks they got from the Lakers?
Shit.
It's
Yeah,
8
right.
years.
Next 10 years, probably.
Yeah.
That's
So,
the way it seems.
So like James said, they looking at the long.
Oh yeah, you gotta look at the long term of it all. And then you think about this. Not just that. I mean, when you look around the league, I mean, a lot of these guys, a lot of these teams have these small markets. Now having marquee players they can really take it and represent the organization. I mean, whether it's Ja with the Grizzlies, some of the other talent out there, you gotta have. Now you got this type of talent, man. You gotta make sure they make it. You can't keep making mistakes and allowing these guys to leave the organization like OKC and not be able to. Well, okay, still have a pretty good team, but some of the other markets
They can't function.
Yeah, like Cleveland.
Cleveland,
Yeah.
I mean, Charlotte still hasn't had anything, but they definitely looking to tank Matthew Walker, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like you gotta have something, man.
And I respect the point they not falling into the trap because that's what the TV want. They want
Right.
Zion out here.
That's
Just
true.
let them go. They ain't falling for that. Like, bro, we got a bigger picture. I don't care what the ratings ESPN saying we got Zion playing tonight. He need to play 30-something minutes. Like,
Right.
nah, I'm looking for his best interest.
But let me ask you something. Since we ain't talking to Zion, that's a great question and all, but when you saw John Wall doing that 360 dunk,
I didn't see it, so just
But you
elaborate.
heard about it, right?
I didn't hear about it. So
okay, so John Wall did like a couple of moves, spent around, they showed a quick snippet of a clip of John Wall training.
Mhm.
After he worked out, he did like 3 different moves and then spent around the 360 dunk with his left hand.
Okay. So what my thought on it?
When you watch a player like that who knows that the organization is either gonna ride with them or it's gonna die because of him. When you see somebody like that, John Wall, who's a 10-year vet,
Mhm.
what are we waiting on for him? Because
I
Zion, you can wait a little bit, right? You know he's a 10-year vet. You know Bradley Beal is all in type of trade discussions,
Yeah.
and he may not be here next season. When you're the Wizards, what are you waiting on with him?
Well, this year I would give him a pass because of COVID. But
Pass?
No, this year. I'm just saying it was a short year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So COVID, Bill didn't even go to the bubble. But next year, Wall, you got to get out here. Like, this is a make or break year for you. Like, he should be on the phone with Bill. Like, Bill, I'm showing you. If he's like sending a message saying,
I'm ready.
I'm ready, I don't
Right.
have a problem with that.
Right.
But if you doing all that and you ain't ready for next season, then I got a big issue with that. But if you sending a message to the league, like, look, I'm out here doing 360s, me and Bill gonna take over the East next year,
Right.
I ain't got a problem
Because
with that.
everybody, if you look at it, Bill, the Nets want Bill, the Lakers want Bill, right? A lot of top teams want Bill. Don't maybe have the assets, but some of them want him.
Yeah.
Maybe even whatever Rockets won't be.
You know, he'll fit well with Philly.
I mean, Philly. So
Yeah.
these teams got all that talent. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't see Philly making that trade.
But if you'll give,
Because Ben Simmons coming to the Wizards is awful.
Yeah, but
It's
I
the
mean,
same type player.
Ben
if I'm the
Simmons
Wizards,
is
if I'm Philly, I'm making a call
Yeah.
at least to see if they're interested.
yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. Like you got all this. You got everybody wants Bill,
yeah.
and his contract's great because it's on a 3-year deal.
And I think Wall and Bill fit perfect together. I really, when they
if I'm
help
Bill, I'm like, are you ready? Because I only got a 3-year deal.
He has to be ready to go.
Yeah, he got to be ready next year. Like Wall got to come in day one. But if you saying to the league, like, I'm ready, bro. I'm doing 360s. Me and Bill about to tear this up in the East next year.
Because you got to realize Kyrie
and KD,
and KD gonna be here next year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bucks ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Toronto gonna be strong.
Toronto still going
Philly's
strong.
up.
And
the
the
Nets
Celtics
gonna
still
be-
got a team.
And the net
And I ain't sleeping on the Pacers, bro. I like
They
what the
tough
Pacers
grade.
doing.
They tough grade.
and the Nets gonna be real scrappy next year too. They gonna be
They should be one
Oh,
of the
they
top
gonna be a
teams
top
in
one
the
or
East.
two team
Yeah.
in the East with a healthy KD.
So I'm saying it's a big year for John Wall.
It is a big year.
It's a
It's a make or break year for John Wall. Even though the Wizards can't do nothing about it because the dude contract just
You
kicking
got about
in.
what 4-5 years.
Yeah, the contract just kicking in.
Shout out to Clutch Sports.
$40 million a season.
Yeah, his contract just kicking in.
So, but this what's gonna make it bad is if Bill decides to say, you know what, man, I ain't dealing with
But
that.
I think Bill want to stay here because he can get a big contract if John Wall healthy.
He already signed a big deal.
Yeah.
The 3 years, 170.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
if-
You can't get no more than that. That's a lot of bread.
Yeah, because if John Wall
How was it? It
healthy,
was like 150, something like that.
because I like
Like
the
about 47
Yeah,
million.
and
like,
James, I like the Wizards young talent they got too. They got.
I
They
don't
got.
watch him enough right now.
No, they
Boy
got.
from Gonzaga.
Yeah, they got some good young pieces, bro. You put a healthy Wall on that team, they're third or fourth seed in the East, bro.
I just need to see Wall.
So you start playing. I don't care about no 360s done. Dude, you got to get out there and play because
If
right
you
now,
doing that on the
because
tour-
right now you crippling the organization because you're not out there. And I understand you tore your Achilles,
Achilles a big
it
deal,
takes
bro.
and it takes a while for you to come back.
Yeah, it's a
so
big deal.
hopefully he's doing his workouts, getting himself prepared and mentally prepared. Because I'm telling you right now, if he don't come to play next year, Bill is gone. Bill is gone. Like I do think the organization gonna get one of those contracts off the books for somebody. And
It would have to be Bill.
Yeah.
John Wall stuff is untouchable.
Yeah, nobody want
Yeah,
that.
nobody want that
And
contract.
he hurt. Nobody don't want that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna transition, man. The restart, man, it's been great, man. It's been a lot of good competitive games, high scoring. Nobody really playing no defense. Who you think gonna get the AC?
I think I'm going with Portland, bro.
Portland balling,
Yeah,
bro.
Portland balling, bro. And they healthy. Like this team Portland got on, if they started the season all healthy, this team is like a 4 seed. This is not an 8 seed team right now we're seeing.
Okay.
No, they not.
No, with a Nurkic,
Nurkic
Melo,
and
a
Nurkic
slim,
Nurkic averaging 22 and 15.
that's what I'm saying, with a healthy Nurkic, a slim Melo,
Might change his name, man.
Yeah,
What is
Melo.
it?
Slim Melo.
Slim Melo.
This
dog.
is like a 4th or 5th seed team we're seeing play, bro, and I think they're gonna get the 8 seed.
I think they're better than 4 seed. They probably can get to that 3 seed.
Yeah,
Because this is the thing, matchup
Overall, but not like I'm talking restart.
Yeah,
They're not going
restart. I think they're better than the Rockets. I think they're better right now. They're looking better than a lot of teams in that West. That's in that.
But that's what me and Donovan are saying. If the season was from the beginning and they had all these healthy people, this is a 3rd or 4th.
They're third, 3 or 4 because you got good. First of all, the thing with Portland is you got great guard play.
And big man.
And you got the big men that know their role. Whiteside know. I'm a rebound, I'm a block shot.
And you know White Sox always
score.
He always play well in a contract year.
Exactly. so and then you got Gary Trent, you know, who has really, you know,
Oh my
came up.
God.
And he's like
I slept on that.
That's
dude.
what I'm saying.
I
So-
never-
bro.
I know his dad played ball, but like I never really paid attention to that.
So
shit.
they
So
got
that
balling,
dude,
bro.
he's shooting that thing.
yeah, so they got
He
good
shooting
guard,
that
and then you
thing.
got Melo doing
He like
what he
Vinny
do.
Johnson coming on.
Exactly.
Boy.
Exactly.
He instant offense.
He's
So I
balling.
think Portland right now, Portland is scary. Like Portland gonna get that AC because I don't think the team that they won't have to play to fight it out to get to that AC, they're not.
And Doc giving them assist today. Doc giving them assist.
Give him a layup.
Doc like, go ahead, bro, get the AC.
What's your thoughts, JD?
I mean, I like Portland. I mean, but let's not sleep on Phoenix.
Phoenix
It's
balling,
balling.
bro.
I mean, you know,
This is a coming out party
Hey,
for
James,
Booker, bro.
before you start, I said that's gonna be the play-in game. I don't think it's gonna be Memphis. I think
Well,
Phoenix. I think Phoenix and Portland gonna be the play-in game for the season.
Memphis. How many games? 4 games left.
No, four games left.
games.
And I think
Nah, like 3 games left.
3 or 4. It's either 3 or 4.
And I think Phoenix only needs.
They got to
No.
jump Portland though to get to the
Memphis
8-9
only need 2
playoff.
games.
No,
If you in within 8 games.
if you're in one game, but
Yeah.
you got to be in the 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Because if Portland win today, I think they tied with Memphis.
They tied with Memphis.
They
Yeah.
tied with Memphis.
Yeah.
Well, Memphis won yesterday,
Yeah, but I think if
Finally.
so I don't think they're tied. I think they have.
I think there was a half a game out.
I think they had a game on because they won last night.
Yeah, it's full game now.
I think they have a full game.
So
I'm
this
not totally
game,
sure.
so this game I think tied.
No, this 5th game,
Well,
right?
they,
5th or 6th
well,
game for them.
it's only a half a game if you win because Memphis still need to play.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
they
a
have to play
so a
that.
half a
So
game
you
out.
still gotta play.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you look at the teams, I mean, Phoenix is playing very well.
They ain't lost a game yet. in the bubble.
Booker's playing like the type of player I thought he could be.
I ain't see that coming, bro.
I know it's
This is I think it might be a coming out party.
his dad was a baller.
But I ain't see him this good in the league. I saw him okay, but I ain't see this good.
It's kind of hard because, like you said, going to Kentucky when you got all those stars around you, and the way their system is, it's not like one person dominant, right? Like it ain't like you got AD. You knew he was AD, right? But when you got a collective of nice 5 stars, you only getting 10 shots a game. You're not gonna be putting up 30 points in college, right? But you knew the ball was a star. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's not just that because he was a Moss point. He came out of Moss from Mississippi, so that's the reason why
I didn't
he
know
came out
that.
of small school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he came out of Moss from Mississippi, so he didn't come with the same fan wave that a lot of players have. He didn't have the marketing that a lot of these kids have now when they come through and they do what they do on Instagram and all that type of stuff. You don't have overtime and all these people exclusively coming to them.
Moss Point, I ain't never heard of Moss Point.
Yeah, Moss Point's right across the bridge, right between Alabama. It's right past Mobile, go off I-10. It's right across the bridge. So literally, like he's from right there. So I mean, he's from a small area, and that's what his dad coached at. So therefore, he didn't really come from that. He didn't come with that fan wave that some of these other athletes came when he came to Kentucky. I think somebody else they would come look at another player,
And they saw him.
Like, that's how his team lost.
Calhoun came
His
up
team
on
wasn't
that.
good. His team wasn't really
It's like
good
the
at all.
diamond in the rough.
Yeah, his team wasn't really good in high school.
Oh wow.
And he was still averaging like 30, almost 40 points a game. And they were playing against another team, and he would light them up. And they were like, "Who is this kid?"
Right.
That's how he came
So
up.
he
And I
was
think he moved from Michigan down to Mississippi to stay with his dad.
So he was averaging almost 30 points.
Oh, he would light it up.
And
Like,
this
I heard about
and
it
he wasn't even.
because I heard about him in these. I heard from him. I heard about him when he was. They have this Gulf Coast thing down in Mobile. And so one of my friends told me about it, like, man, you should see this kid.
Yeah.
This kid, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say what he said, but anyway. but he lit up. So he didn't come to the same family. So when he came to Kentucky, you know, he was still maturing.
Right.
Yeah.
So the player you see now is a more mature version of him that
Yeah, 'cause
can
I ain't
set
seen this
hold of
coming.
his game. And now you see him, and he always had a jumper. He
Yeah.
always had that game. So I like Phoenix, but I think just because the Blazers are more experienced.
Yeah.
You get back against the wall, you know, they done shown they can play that level, they can play at a high level.
And just made
It's
the Western
still
Conference
good.
final last year.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna be
And they didn't even have Nurkic last year.
yeah. He's been a big plus.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't coming
22,
back.
boy.
He's a big plus.
Yes.
So I feel like they got a good shot. I actually think they got a good shot against the Lakers.
I think
Yeah,
so too.
first
I hate
round.
to say it. I hate to say
They
it.
do not want to see them boys.
I hate to say it,
That
James.
first round gonna be tough, man. I don't think nobody can
I hate
guard
to say
LeBron.
it.
But if the way AD's playing with his 40 points, 1
But
point,
they got
12
size for
points,
AD. They got
I
size
don't
for
know
AD.
if and then they can bring AD out that paint and we're putting Melo out there in that 4.
Yeah.
You know, and
They got
and,
answers for AD. They don't have none for LeBron if LeBron is LeBron. But with LeBron been playing right now, he looking a little old to me, bro.
Let's get into that.
Right, so we got a couple topics that both transition to how the Lakers playing. Let's go with your most impressive team within the restart right now so far. Then we'll get into the Lakers.
My most impressive team is Phoenix, bro. Phoenix and Portland. Those are my most impressive
And the
teams.
Pels let that boy go, bro. The coach.
Yeah.
And that Monty
Yeah,
Williams.
Monty
Williams,
Williams.
dog.
We talked about
Williams.
that.
So my impressive team gotta be Phoenix, bro. Phoenix haven't lost a game in the bubble, bro.
They balled.
And they done beat some impressive teams.
And I think this bubble put the spotlight and helps elevate Booker.
Yeah.
People ain't checking for Phoenix on the NBA tape. Nobody's watching it.
Because now he's getting
Now
TV.
everybody's on TV now.
Yeah.
And they can ball.
So those my two impressive teams, bro. Phoenix and Portland. Who's fighting for the AC? Who I think gonna be playing for the playoffs. The playoff game to get to the AC. So I gotta go with Phoenix, bro.
But you
My
got
most
these
impressive team.
I agree too, Phoenix and Portland. Because, I mean, when you start over and you know that you got to fight to get in that playoffs and you want to get in that playoffs, you're going to see a lot of talented people get the way they need to be. And I think it's coaching played a lot of, you know, with Monty Williams having a young team, he being a young coach himself, he had them boys ready. You know, they didn't come and just say, okay, we're just going to go ahead and get our teeth kicked in and then we're going to just, you know what I'm saying, try to get on through. He had those boys ready. With Portland knew they had a good team. They just needed people healthy.
Right.
And by them being healthy right now, they're going to put a lot of pressure on the Lakers. And, you know, who knows where this can go for them. But, I mean, as far as, like, the most impressive, those two to me are the most impressive right now.
What you got, JD? What you got, JD?
Most impressive, I'm not sure, man. Because I want to say, I mean, the logical is Portland and Phoenix, but they're probably the most, like, in the words of one of the players, Pat Beverly, they're the most thirsty teams.
That boy a character, though.
So from a thirsty standpoint,
He said that.
That's crazy, man.
they're definitely the most thirsty teams of trying to get a win. The most impressive team I've seen, because I didn't realize the type of talent they have assembled on that squad, is the Nuggets.
Okay, bro, Michael Porter Jr.
I mean, the Nuggets with Boa and Porter Jr. and the other center,
Harris and all the boys.
and
They got a great
they
collective
have
unit, boy.
a talent level that I haven't seen from a talent standpoint. Length, size, and athletic ability, they're gonna be a problem for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So, but if you want to say most impressive, between those two teams, definitely Portland. But I don't know why I feel like they're impressive, because they got the talent. They've always had the talent to win. With CJ and Dame and of course with Melo, and now Nurkic is back, and with Whiteside, they've always had the talent. And Gary Trent Jr. playing well.
They're just healthy now.
They're just healthy. I mean, I think OKC is something, a team that's still playing very
They
very
scrappy,
well,
boy.
even though they're undersized and they're under-talented.
Chris Paul. When again, he just took out Paul George. Be like, come on, Paul. So they still only down about 1 point.
So I feel like they're a team that's starting to round in shape and they getting there.
And they shooting like, I think they said like 55% from the
Absolutely,
three-point line.
yeah,
From the
yeah.
three-point line.
And that's big.
From the
That's
three-point
big.
line. We ain't
Exactly.
about talking about field goal. We talking about three-point line.
Exactly. So I think that's the type of team those are the teams, man, I'm looking at. I'm impressed with.
Yeah.
I like how Toronto's playing. And I didn't really like
They
watch
lost.
them.
They lost last night, right?
Yeah, I didn't really watch him a lot, but Powell is balling.
Oh, what's the little guard?
You know, Van Fleet gonna get his money out.
Oh my God.
Bro, he balling, dog. I think they need to resign him ASAP.
Oh,
But yeah,
They need him, bro. He's like that glue guy. He's like that heart and soul. I know Lowry gonna give what Lowry gives you from a leadership standpoint.
Yeah.
But I like what Denver doing, bro. It's just they just don't have.
But is this?
They got a good collective union.
What is they winning? Like how many games they won in the bubble?
They like 2 games, but they talent level, bro. And they missing Murray. They missing like 2 or 3 starters.
Yeah, but
But you know what?
And they still holding on to the 3 spot.
But you can't look at the bubble and judge to the point where, okay, because I'm going to tell you, things going to change when the playoffs start. A lot of stuff
they
going to
just
change.
don't have a star for me.
And because right now you just trying to, get position. But when that bubble starts and you really get down for the money, I think a lot of stuff is going to change. I think a lot of people, you're going to see, can Paul George get it done in the playoffs? Because that's been the knock on him his whole career.
He played well last year.
No, people say that, bro, but Paul George was balling in Indiana in the playoffs. He was taking Miami to like what 6, 7 games, bro,
Yeah.
and he didn't even have a real true superstar other than go with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice
oh,
player.
Hilbert and what's the other
Lance
dude?
Stevens.
Lance Stevens, come on,
George
because
Hill.
I think people way too say that by him too loosely. That dude was balling in the playoffs in Indiana, bro. He was pushing the Heat big 3 to 6 to 7 game series, bro. So now you got Kawhi on your side, and he balled last year in OKC.
But he got hurt, didn't he?
No, Russ just got Russ just got killed by Dame.
Dame said,
because I think people say that about Paul George, like he just bro. That dude been showing up in the playoffs, bro. You got to realize when the Heat was the Heaters, Indiana was taking them 6-7 games.
It's different though, Key. Paul George wasn't a superstar in Indiana. He was a nice all-star.
No, he was the best player on the team.
Right, but when you got that spotlight on you, and you
but now, you don't have
now
to
your expectation
but
is to perform.
But Ray, when I got
different.
But when I got a big brother, bro, you know when your little brother with their big brother, I'm showing off.
Right, but I'm saying, but now Paul George is now on that fence of superstar.
He's a superstar.
Right. So,
but James, am I tripping? You don't think Paul George has never been like this? This dude always been in the playoffs, bro. Like those Heat series, Paul George was averaging like 28, 29.
He was balling, but the expectation level probably ain't as high.
That team
when you just an all-star. When you're a superstar, you expected to perform and get your team.
But
over
you don't
the hump.
think he's gonna get 25 to 26 this year in the playoffs?
Hey, bro, really, honestly, the way the NBA call all these fouls and all these 3-pointers, it ain't hard to get 25 a game.
But I think
it ain't that hard.
But I think with their
as
team,
good of a shooter as he is, it ain't that hard to get 25.
But so what you were asking him need to do? I was thinking it's 25 with the Clippers.
Right, but it's how you get it
by
there.
20.
But it's how you get points in the league.
No, him and Kawhi would combine.
This why
at least 40 a game.
Hold on, so that's 20, and this is why I say it'd be 20.
I'm telling you, that's just average. But I'm saying it's gonna be nights where he's get. But
this is why I think it's gonna be 20 for Paul George. If you look at the Clippers team, they so deep they don't even have to get if he just get 20 a game, they're fine.
Right.
Because they so deep and everybody gets. You gotta think about this. Lou Williams gonna get shots. But what Marquise Morris gonna get shot. So,
but that's my point. So it's gonna be easy for him.
Yeah, it should be. He could get about 20 a game. Yeah, it'll be 20 a game. So they so deep. I mean, they so deep, bro. That everybody on their team gets buckets. The majority of people get buckets.
To me, they're the favorite, bro. I'm a Laker fan. To me, I've been saying it all year, though. I just don't see the Lakers beating them.
Man, I thought you was a Wizards fan, man.
No, I'm a Laker fan. Stop it, bro.
JD, what you think on that Paul George situation? Keep it talking about.
I mean, Paul George, I wouldn't put the responsibility of Paul George being the star player. I wouldn't put my organization on Paul George's back. But as a complimentary star, yes. And I think he's in a perfect position with Kawhi. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He can still get the last shot if he needs it. Yeah. He can still, but he doesn't have the pressure of being that main go-to player that he was with Indiana. You know, Indiana had a really good team too, though.
They had a solid.
They had a solid team. They just ain't had.
In his first 2 years, he was able to grow because he had David
West,
Jermaine O'Neal on that team.
DeMelo, he ain't played.
I don't think he was on that.
He wasn't.
Roy Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert was on that team.
Had David West. He had players around him that allowed him to.
But he just ain't had that number 2 dog with him that every night you knew. Like, you know Kawhi gonna bring it every night. Like, Lance Stevenson might show up here tonight, he might not. Roy Hibbert might get you 20 tonight, then got you 4. Like, now he know I got a dog with me that if I have a bad game, my dog, like, you come with your big brother, like, bro, my brother with me today. Man.
And you got Lou Williams coming up the bench getting like 15, 20.
They have a good team now.
They deep.
That helps.
Yeah.
That just hurt.
So we're going to go to the Laker Nation. Keith, I'm going to
Nation.
start with you.
Yeah, bro.
So, is there a concern with the Lakers? Because they lack an offense. They're the only team that's not scored 100 points in the bubble. It's been 5 games.
It's definitely a big concern. My concern with the Lakers is they not making 3-point shots. I can't judge LeBron yet because, you know, LeBron can be, like, taking it easy. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Why?
Right? Because he had proven himself in the playoffs over the years. When time for playoff, he's take his game to another level, right?
I'm glad you said that, dog. He's
Yeah.
that little LeBron hater, dog.
I'm just saying, he had to prove to me.
You always a LeBron hater,
but
dog.
But I'm just saying.
Because he on the Lakers, I think that's why he's
LeBron had to prove to me over the years when he first started. It was a playoff where he disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
It's track records. It's facts. You know what I'm saying? Boston, Dallas, it's facts. But over the years, he has shown in playoff games, he has stepped up. But my concern for him is this: he's taking a time off or have 40 time creep up. And AD got to show me, can you be a dog? And like AD got to be their best player, hands down.
He's been the best player outside of Kuzma.
But I'm talking about in the playoff. He can't have these games like he's getting 20.
He should never be a game where he get under double digits. I think
Not double digits,
I think
he got-
other night he had like 9 points.
No,
Yo, that's
not
unacceptable.
20 is not going to be enough for him. He's got to average 30 in the playoffs.
Okay.
If he don't average 30 in the playoff, they don't have a shot. He got to be because no one can guard him in the playoff. No team have a matchup for him.
So their team is intact outside of Bradley and Rondo.
Yes.
So do you think those two pieces are the reason why they're
No,
not shooting
that's
well,
it.
or is it just
It's just rhythm. I just think they just got to get it going. You got shooters. Danny Green not hitting this shot.
Yeah,
You know he
he's
can shoot. Kuzma hitting this shot, which is a plus.
I need Kuzma to do that in the playoffs.
What's the other dude named Pope?
KCP.
He not hitting this shot.
Yeah, he's struggling.
And I'm
Waiters
trying to
forcing it.
and I'm
JR,
JR and Waiters. He's scoring a lot to the basket, but from outside jumper, he's not hitting.
He's
anything.
forcing.
So my thing is too, what are they doing? Why are they not playing Dwight a lot of minutes? If I'm not hitting shots, let me pound you on the glass in the offensive rebound. So
Why don't you call Vogel, dog? Call him on the phone.
I might have to, bro. I might gotta text him, bro. Because you see what I'm saying, Don? If you're not hitting the outside shot, well, let me post up and pound you on the rebound. Get second chance shot.
And I think they got enough big man to get that ball down in the paint and pound folk if they want to do that. Because, I mean, you got JaVale McGee. I'm not saying he a great scorer or nothing like that, but you got people that you can move LeBron to the box, McGee and AD down in the box, and then go for what you know.
Yeah, until
you know,
get
and
your
foul
shot
people out,
going.
five people out.
Until you get your shot going.
Now the Lakers. The thing that worried me about the Lakers is they got to get some rhythm. Danny Green, I think, has been a bust since they signed him. Me personally.
Nah, he was playing well in the regular season.
Bro, why when you look at Danny Green running like he got shit in his
Man,
ball?
Danny Green is hard, man.
No, the way he be running, he be like his legs.
But the thing about Danny Green though, he done had some big, huge playoff series.
Yeah, but he was on teams that allowed him to have that. You got to think he was on San Antonio. There wasn't no pressure on him. There wasn't no pressure on
San
him.
Antonio area played for a championship.
No, but I'm saying the
Pressure
people
to
that
be the hit.
he didn't have no
shot.
pressure on him because Danny Green could play.
He ain't got no
freely,
pressure on them, but hit an open 3-point shot.
and he's not hitting it.
That's what I'm saying.
He's struggling now.
No,
The Lakers not asking him to go out and score 20. They just asking him when we swing it to you.
Yeah, knock it down.
Bro, he's
hit
not
half of
knocking
your
nothing
shot.
down.
That's what I'm saying.
That boy is terrible, bro. I just think he's terrible. He's terrible on defense. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I can just go with Waiters and put Danny Green on the bench.
Nah.
Seriously.
No.
Why not?
No, Danny Green play way better.
Man, Danny Green don't play no defense.
Waiters not
man.
playing no defense.
Nah, he not. What you got, JD? What you think, dog?
It's not about the most talented teams. It's about who played the most cohesive
Basketball
at this point. And I just, at this point, it's if it ain't LeBron, if it ain't LeBron, or if it ain't AD, and they ain't getting it done, then that's it. But let's keep it real. LeBron's looking old.
He is.
Let's stop
I don't know what it is, bro.
Hey, LeBron, don't let that got applause. Hit that applause button. Hit the applause button. You know what I mean?
He started something to hit again.
It's gonna come on the recording. Right?
Oh, he
Right. So LeBron definitely is looking old.
He is,
Now, he's
bro.
not looking like he still has an explosive jump, but he don't look explosive with his steps.
Nah, he can't blow by you no more.
He's not blowing. He's either running through you or he's got to shoot over you. And he better figure out something else about his game. Maybe get to the post a little bit more.
But he never really had a footwork game in the post.
He had a little bit with Miami.
He got.
And Miami,
He just don't
he
do
showed
it enough. Like,
Yeah,
he
got
shows flashes.
He's got to get in there because he don't have those knockdown shooters he had at Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
That's his big issue.
I don't like
still
how.
have it.
Like, I don't like how passive he's playing. Like, I know he's.
Well, I think
maybe-
that's really just facilitating to get people going.
That could be.
But
right?
the problem is, the going part is the problem. Like, he got players that are not going. J.R. Smith's not going.
Well, you can't depend on JR. JR been out of season.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
but-
depending on JR.
They got
So
to do with you shooting your jump shot though.
So is
Waiters?
He ain't going.
And
They're
Danny
struggling,
Green
right?
ain't going
No,
either.
Waiters-
They're struggling.
Waiter's struggling from the 3-point shot, but he looked good off the dribble.
That's his game, though.
But he's not
He's not a
shot.
3-point shot guy.
Yeah,
He's a streaky
Should
shooter.
stop shooting threes. It's
Yeah.
like I said I'm watching Reggie Jackson play. Man, Reggie Jackson don't stop trying to drive and shoot. Man, get people in the game, bro. You a point guard. Stop trying to shoot your jump shot. sit in the corner and say pass the ball and you open, man. That's it. Otherwise, sometimes they move because that's not your game. You're not helping the team, and when you definitely not helping the team. And LeBron's got to realize he's got to put in the talent he has.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And then they got
But him and AD should be enough, bro. You got 2 top 5
Enough for who?
players to win a championship.
I don't know if
Bro,
it's
if you
enough
ain't
to
got
beat,
no
it
shooters-
ain't enough to beat Clippers.
If you ain't got no shooters,
They
They
LeBron,
got to get a third person. I think Kuzma.
But Kuzma been that third person.
But
LeBron got to step up right
this-
now.
But it's not about the restart, right? It's about when the money time comes.
Yeah.
Can Kuzma be that guy and play with confidence?
But if Kuzma playing like he playing now, it's no excuse.
You're right. I mean, but you got to hit threes. Like
Yeah.
everybody's shooting at least 20 plus threes a game, and
Now,
you
if
got to hit these
but
wide
now-
open
now-
jumpers.
But now if you pounding people on the glass, you don't got to hit threes.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to hit.
You just got to make
just
enough
have
of
these
them, but you ain't got to match for match.
Nah, 'cause that'll
if
get
you
you in
get
trouble.
second
That'll get you in
opportunities,
trouble.
yeah, you get second opportunities, putting people in foul trouble. You don't have to shoot 40% from the 3-point line.
exactly.
You don't
Yeah,
have
but
to.
you can't go 10,
Nah,
30.
no, you can't do that.
That's not gonna-
But
that's
like
not gonna
Donovan,
fly.
like you
You
said,
just got to hit 50%.
not 50.
Not
Not
even
50.
30.
Oh,
I mean,
look,
if
oh,
you
look,
go,
under- look,
you
under
shoot
50.
30,
You
you
can
got at
shoot.
least.
You can shoot 35% from 3.
Okay.
But
But-
even LeBron missing layups.
Yeah. But he like James say, he looking old, bro.
And it could be like, LeBron is a type of cat we've seen all his career nature of habit, right? He used to having his and it can was the
he
chain
can-
in his house,
Yeah.
and, all his trainers around him. He don't have that in the restart.
But all he can look at it too. This is why I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. His mindset can be like, look, I'm gonna ease back.
And
I'm
then
trying
wrapped up the 1 seed too.
I wrapped up the 1 seed. I'm trying to get my shooters in rhythm. I know I'm gonna get you 25.
So do you let LeBron play the next couple of games?
I
You got to, man. You got to let him play.
You gotta let him play.
It ain't sitting not going to help the problem.
Yeah, nah,
Right, because the
you
way
been
the-
off for 4 months.
Right, and
He's
LeBron
sitting
is
the
the
last 2
facility.
games.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Right, but I'm saying, but
He didn't play
LeBron.
last night.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
He played the
saying,
night before though.
but for
He hasn't played the last 2 games.
No, he played the last 2
he
games.
played last. He didn't
Yeah,
play
he
last.
played
It was
last
a back
night.
to
He
back.
played the last 2 games. They got
Yeah,
hit.
it was a
He
back to
played
back.
last-
So he
He
didn't play
played
last
2
night.
games.
He didn't play against the Rockets.
He,
Yeah.
No,
That
he
was
didn't
last
play
night.
against the
that was
Rockets.
last night.
That was Thursday.
That was last night.
That was Thursday.
On Thursday. Whatever
Well,
the last
Thursday.
game was.
Okay, that was the last
Well, he
game.
gotta play tonight.
He's
played
playing
the game
tonight
before
against
that, though.
Indiana.
He gotta
He
play
played the
tonight.
game commission.
He's playing in
Yeah,
Indiana.
I
He didn't
watched
play.
it.
Hold on. He didn't play. Hold on.
He played Toronto.
He played
He
tomorrow.
played
No,
Rockets.
he
Got
played
drilled.
Toronto.
And he
Rockets.
played
He played Toronto.
he played OKC.
He played
He played
OKC.
OKC.
lost.
He didn't play Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They played Houston.
He only said one game.
And that was Thursday. They played tonight.
He played
They
tonight.
say he
He's not
playing.
playing tonight.
They say he playing. Him and AD playing.
They
That's
said
what
he was
they
playing. They
say.
said earlier that he was playing. They playing.
But he needs to play because
Yeah.
those role players need him
Yeah.
to feed him the shot.
Yeah,
So
'cause
he
they-
has to play.
Yeah, because other than him and Waiters, those are the only
Nobody
ones
can
who
dribble.
create for their own shot.
All right, that's enough about the Lakers, man. I think this is going to be a great topic. I think it's going to get a lot of different names that are going to be thrown out. So there's a lot of talent in the bubble. Who would you start a franchise with that's 25 years and younger? Who would you start your franchise with? 25 and under.
Well, I don't know who all 25.
Man, you got to know your sports, man. Come on, Mr. Basketball dog.
I'm taking Ja right now.
Okay. Why?
Because I think he brings like what you want in a point guard to your team. He's hungry. He want to be great. He want to be one of the top point guards, one of the top players in the world. And I think he gives the energy to your franchise. Like when he came to Memphis was dead as a door now. You know what I'm saying? But he brought energy back into that franchise. And for somebody like him that want to be great and he's not complaining about the players that he have around him, he's trying to make them better and get them to move forward just like he want to move forward and make that franchise be what he want, what they asking him to be. So I'll go with Ja right now.
I'm starting Luka.
Luka a fool, dog.
Yeah, he is.
I'm starting
He
Luka,
is.
bro.
Luka's a fool, bro.
He is.
Bro, dude had what? The first triple double where you scored what?
30 and 20.
30 and 20, bro. I'm going Luka.
And he's 21. He young.
Yeah, he's
young.
20
Like
years
20
old.
years old.
He's
Yeah.
20.
He 21.
21.
He nice now.
Just turned 21.
Yeah, that boy a fool.
I'm
dog.
going with Luka, bro.
Why? Because of what?
Just, bro, he been playing with grown men probably when he was 14
In Europe.
in Europe, bro.
So he already got a professional
He already
background
got
with him.
professional
Yeah.
background. So I'm going with Luka, bro.
What you got, JD? Who you think?
Man, he's gonna be surprised, man. Then you gonna be surprised.
I'm gonna be surprised.
Yeah. If I had somebody under 25 right now, it'd be Jason Tatum.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
Tatum a fool, dog.
Jason
Yeah,
Tatum.
I like
That's nice,
that.
dog.
Hey, James, I can't argue with you.
I
on
can't
that.
argue with you down either.
He's
Yeah.
got talent. I think he's going to get better. He's got the size, the ability, athleticism.
Yeah,
He got it all,
I
dog.
can't. Footwork,
Sometimes,
post
footwork,
move.
sometimes he gets a little caught up in the game, and he could. I think he should explode a little bit more,
Yeah,
take the game over.
that's a good
But for the most part, I think
I like
he kind
that.
of waits.
I ain't
on
thinking
Jaylen
that
Brown
way.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But
They
Tatum,
got so much talent on
I think
offense.
Tatum, if he stays in his trajectory where he's going right now,
Yeah.
I mean, the sky's the
And you know who could have had him? And I was wishing they would have picked him.
Philly,
Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah,
They
they
took
got
the
ball.
ball.
They
Took
picked
ball.
ball.
I was saying
Yo,
Tatum,
you
Tatum,
just
bro.
think about it. You have Tatum,
DeAndre
AD,
Fox.
And you have DeAndre Fox.
DeAndre Fox,
And
he
DeAndre
goes-
Fox was
first
there.
of all, he lit up ball the other day.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, I don't know what
He
it
gave
is.
Fox gave
I don't
all
know.
the business.
Well, he
now
always
UCLA
did.
and
I don't know,
Kentucky.
but I don't know what it is about when they see each other.
Yeah,
he see him.
yeah.
It's like
He
his
feel
eyes.
away,
He
bro.
They went back
feel
to that
away
shit
about
like
him.
He
Like,
feels some type of way.
Like,
Yo.
as soon as he saw him, I'm like, I'm watching the game. I'm like, dang, like he really is going.
Listen,
on.
you
bro, I
gotta
bet
go
you
back. You
ain't
gotta
gonna-
go back to
Just
when
imagine
UCLA
though, the
played
Lakers
Kentucky
have-
that year.
Yeah, I know because they only
Yeah.
played it 1 year.
Yeah.
Bro, I really
first
think-
time Ball got the best, a little bit best of when he
Yeah.
came in. They won. UCLA won the game at Kentucky.
And Kentucky
But-
beat them when
but they beat
they won
them
the count.
16.
Yeah.
And he dropped 39 on him.
If I bet you any money, DeAndre Fox got that joint in his locker where he was drafted, and he see Ball drafted before him.
No, I don't even understand
Bro,
why
I
the Lakers
know
did
he
that.
probably heated.
But
dog.
listen, I'm just looking at the Lakers. What we done gave up over the last years, bro. We could have had Tatum and Brandon B.I. on the team right
I don't think that would have messed though,
now. Shit.
because you got both of them need the ball.
Nah, bro.
Well,
Ingram needs the ball.
Ingram
Tatum
play
needs
on-
the ball.
You can't say it won't mesh because that's what they're doing in Boston.
Yes.
They have
Right,
two
but
You got
it's a
Tatum
little
Brown and
different.
Tatum
You
doing
need
the
to
same
break
thing.
Coach
Yes,
can
they
make
do.
anything.
No,
man.
Jaylen Brown don't
Yeah.
need the ball per se to get his shot off.
Yes, he needs to
Gordon
shoot
Hayward,
it.
but if Brandon Ingram, if you comparing Brandon Ingram and Jason Tatum,
Man, they can match, bro.
both of them need the ball in their hand to create shots.
Man, you crazy.
No,
It ain't like Jason.
Nah, 'cause last night,
Just
nah.
Tatum shoots off. He shoots off the
Right,
He
but-
shoots straight out the
Yeah.
But it's not like, but who's gonna get him the ball, right? It ain't like Brandon Ingram's gonna dish the ball to him to get his shot off.
No, Brandon Ingram can play off the
Brandon Ingram's
ball.
not playing point guard. Man.
Right.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
it ain't like Brandon Ingram play like LeBron. He
I
like
think-
Brandon Ingram play like LeBron.
To me, I think Brandon Ingram needs the ball in his hands to
Nah,
get effective.
I don't think so, bro.
No,
but that's
because-
what happened when you get LeBron. Your young talent go away. But if Lakers,
Your young talent get decompressed.
yeah. But if the Lakers had Bi and Tatum on the team, bro, they future is.
I like
Ooh.
Tatum.
So even if they'd have took DeAndre Fox, because you got rid of Ball, if Fox was still there, you got your future point guard right there.
It don't mesh, bro, because LeBron
They
has
mesh,
the ball.
Raymond.
No, I'm saying, listen, when you got LeBron on your team, he has the
That's
ball.
what
in
I'm
his
saying.
hand the whole
LeBron
time.
killed your young talent.
That's what I'm saying. But so if you talking about having Bi and Tatum,
It could be something that can be lasting within your system, or it could affect your family, or your parents, your grandparents, and beyond. So, taking this seriously, knowing that they know these health concerns are out there, I like the fact that they want to form together, create some type of coalition, and attack the different policies, propaganda that all these colleges have, so they can make sure they keep the health of the athlete at the forefront for them, because that's what it's all about. You know, we all know 1%, 2% of these players go to the NFL, so I gotta do something else, and you need to be healthy to do it. You need to maintain your health. So I'm 100% for it. I hope that all these athletes are talking to each other, and I really wish they don't call it a union, so they won't have to be taxed or they won't have to be go through a court system. Call yourself something else. Administration. They can do with the Coach Coach Locke's doing at University of Maryland, creating a minority coaching coalition to attack all these different issues as far as a minority coaching perspective. Create something like that so you don't have to get taxed and all that stuff, and other stuff happens. So you're not a union. They can't dissolve it, right? Going through the court system. Create something of that nature and attack these different issues, man, as a unit, because that's what you need. 2 years you're gonna get paid anyway, so that's what we need. You need to start attacking your issues as one as a unit, because I think I'm for it because of the fact that it's becoming to a point where they're forgetting the athlete, right, and the student in front of it as well.
What's your name, D Springs?
Yeah, the MAC just canceled all their fall sports for football, all fall sports. I agree with JD. Like, from looking at this, you know, and I understand the school want to make money. I understand coaches want to coach. You know, a lot of players want to play. But this is a whole different. Like, this is like crazy. And this COVID, you know what I'm saying? You don't know, like you said, that if someone was to get it, you don't know the lasting effects on a person, or you know, you might leave school and go home and give it to your parents. It's so much unknown that, like, you know, they forget about the player. You know, people, don't get me wrong, everybody loves sports, everybody want to watch sports, but you got to look at the player. These kids get sick, you know what I'm saying? Their parents have to take care of them. Their parents have to put the money out to make sure that they're all right. And I think that's what people are not looking at. They don't care. They just want to be entertained, or, you know, watch these players run up and down the field, score touchdowns, and get people in the stands. But you got to look at these players for longevity. And like Jay said, if you only 1 to 2% make it to the NFL, the rest of everybody else gonna be out here like us, working, you know, getting up every morning, you know, trying to take care of our families. If you're single, trying to take care of yourself. So they gotta look at it from the standpoint. Look, man, the coaches themselves. Look, you making $9-10 million. I don't care who you are. Look out for your players. You gonna get your check. You know, these kids get sick and somebody die on the field, then everybody been looking around. Well, man, you know, we shouldn't have played, or we send condolences to the family. Them people family don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. So this is real serious. It's real serious, and I think the football season should wait. Let's see where we get to the end of the year and play it in the spring, or, you know, let these kids just get ready for their draft status and move forward.
Yeah, I like both James and Donovan say, I agree with everything they said, right? And I feel like this year is just, we never been through none of this ever in the history of the United States, bro. This is gonna go down in the history book. So our kids probably gonna be, you know, reading up on the, you know, coronavirus. And I feel like, and the kids that don't have an opportunity to play or get drafted, they should let these kids come back next year with another eligibility and like work on their masters. You have another year to play football. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you only live one life, bro.
Yeah.
And then if somebody pass away, these coaches still gonna get their $9-10 million a year. But I can't bring my life back. And like I said, if I had a kid, you know what I'm saying, in college, I'm not playing.
No.
Period. I'm like, yo, this is my year. I've been sitting for 3 years. Like, it ain't worth your life. You know what I'm saying? So what they should do is say, look, kids that on the bubble didn't play this year, we're gonna give you another year of eligibility, because technically you didn't play it anyway. Yeah. So that would be my thing going forward.
Or at least give them a trial. The NFL should look at this too.
But even if you don't get the trial, if you don't want to do the trial, I'll bring you back for another year.
Yeah.
It's like you being red. It's like a red shirt.
Like a red shirt year. Yeah.
It's like a red shirt year.
Yeah, I mean, I love that the players are sticking together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, speaking up. You know, this is the time to do it. Like, this is your time to get your voice heard. It's $1 billion business in college football, and without the players, there is no college football.
Sure, ain't no college.
You know what I'm saying? So to sit back and not, you know, just not talk about your concerns, it's disturbing if they didn't do it. I think other conferences should do the same. You know, not just the Pac-12, Big Ten, SEC.
UCONN.
You know, it's a good time to do it, man. Like I said, it's tough, bro. I mean, you know, some of these schools have the money to, you know, do the bubble or whatever the case may be, but some don't. Look at, like I said, one of our topics is UCONN. You know, they're like, we're not playing. You know, UCONN's the independent, so it's a little bit easier for when you're independent to make that decision. But the MAC, like, we're not playing at all, right? So UConn is like, there is no conference. They're kind of like Notre Dame.
It just got out.
Right. So
that must be recently.
Yeah, recently. So this year they're playing
It
independent.
wasn't the AAC, but they transferred back to the Big East. So the football team independent.
Right. So the football is independent. So it's like it's easy for them to make that decision.
And
so you're not playing.
And UConn wasn't gonna win no championship anyway.
Right. And Randy Esser was a good coach, but he's like, man, we're not playing. It's an easy decision, but when you're in a conference, let's say the SEC, like, you can't just say you're not playing. It's a little bit harder, right?
Well, you could.
You could, but it's a little bit harder.
You just don't get.
I wonder if you get penalized.
The revenue for the year, you don't receive it.
Because don't they do profit sharing and
each school get a revenue sharing.
That's a lot of money.
And it's in the millions.
Yeah, like 35, right?
Yeah, per school.
Yeah, per school.
Yeah,
So I mean,
great.
if you don't play, they looking at you like, okay,
Like,
we gonna split that amongst
like,
us.
Here's the thing about it is like the way these schools work. They're like the SEC get paid. The SEC get paid. These schools get paid whether they go to a bowl game or not, because
Exactly.
they get off the other schools.
The revenue sharing.
Yeah.
So the Max say they not playing at all. Maybe the spring, but they like they not playing at all.
Well, I mean that's good because they just don't understand. I mean, but and it's funny because I had this conversation with I had a conversation with A.D. Williams. This is Jennifer Williams, the AD for Alabama State University.
I saw on IG, I mean on Twitter, we need to get on though.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, we bad.
But A.D. Williams, I don't want to,
toot your own home.
talking to A.D. Williams.
Yeah.
About
I saw when she was like a woman. I was like, oh, that's powerful.
Oh yes, the ladies doing great things for
That's
universities,
powerful,
doing great things for sports there.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
would
would
say. But I was talking to her about just the simple fact of what we're trying to do as far as what the school is trying to do as far as this season, considering they're postponing the season and pushing everything to the spring.
Right.
And it helps because they have the cohesiveness between each university president, because it's a president decision.
Yeah.
But with the money involved, the SWAC don't have the money and the revenue that some of these other universities.
Yeah.
But they can make that move because they don't have the money and revenue. They'll have the TV ties. But SEC, who has its own network,
CBS.
the Big Ten has its own network. A lot of these schools have their own networks. Texas has its own network.
Yeah.
Big bucks.
They got
You
the money for
can't
that.
just have them sit in the spring and say,
And they in SEC, are they in SEC now?
Oh.
In Texas, but Texas.
No, that's Texas
No,
A&M.
but they can't just say, hey, you in the fall just do nothing.
Right.
So they gotta have something to supply to the fans because they got their own networks.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say no. But if they have a huge outbreak, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, another school just had one in the SEC. They had like a 4 or 5 player outbreak. That these things consistently keep happening.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough because at some point you're gonna have to start, separating your starters from those role players or the players who are not playing, so you don't have to get the stars infected.
Right.
And you're not gonna have fans in the building.
Yep.
So it's gonna be rough. And then I think one governor just stated, I think there was Arkansas that stated that he mandated, no, it was Mississippi. He mandated they have to have masks on in the stadium. So all these things gotta happen.
Yeah.
You're right. So it's
That
tough.
may work though. Like if you get everybody to wear masks, I think fans would do it.
I think fans will do it just
Fans would do it.
get out
Right?
of
If
their
they
dorm
starve
rooms.
for sports,
But
fans
right
would
now-
whether it's safe or not.
or
It's still unsafe,
once
but they would do it.
Once the alcohol get the flowing, fans talking trash. You forgetting it's just nature. You're not gonna put your mask back on.
would
What
you-
you drinking? It's not gonna work.
Or would you have it? Or would you
It's
have
not
it?
gonna
Or
work.
would you have it student only?
It's not gonna work.
Well,
Still, alcohol.
They're not generating revenue.
I would keep the students away from the game.
They're not generating revenue.
Right, because the students like 20 years ago. But he sent me this. He sent me the email they showing out.
Yeah.
And it just states like they're gonna minimize the amount of student tickets coming out in this coming fall. But I want to ask you these questions because this is just put out yesterday. They put the SEC schedule out yesterday,
Yeah.
and they're going to a 10 game season, right? And it's very interesting. First 5 games, I think Alabama starts off with Vanderbilt, and they go from Vanderbilt to
And then
to
Missouri's on the
Bob's
schedule
East,
too, right?
Yeah, Missouri.
And the thing was, everybody was kind of afraid they were gonna put Florida on the schedule, right? Like that was a scare, right? So everybody was afraid. So the first 5 games is SEC West. The last 5 games SEC. The first 5 SEC East. The last 5 SEC West. And they play. They still play LSU the same, but they added, like I said, they added Vanderbilt, they added Mizzou on the schedule, and they still don't have a conference championship. So it's interesting how these teams, all these conferences are going to their own 10-game conference schedule. I think the ACC is supposed to be putting out theirs pretty soon too.
Yeah, we got 10 games. We already got our schedule.
But y'all already got
Yeah, Notre Dame in there.
We got
Yeah.
we got 11 though. We playing.
So yeah, but y'all have 1 game out of conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting how they switch to these things and how they're gonna have a conference championship.
And we talked about that last week. It was like how you pick your 4 teams to go to the
Championship.
playoffs though, because like you said, you know, the SEC will beat up on themselves. You ain't really playing. And then you got a weaker conference who ain't really playing. Because you can't go on strength of schedule, right? Are you picking 2 teams from the SEC?
Well,
Like, how you pick your 4
No,
teams?
they're only picking. So I figured they're only gonna do the four conferences because of that. But here's the thing that interesting, and I was gonna ask a question, so I was gonna take it to. Do you think it's fair that the SEC starting off in September 26th versus every other conference that's starting in August?
Yeah.
Like, 'cause you guys still start in August.
We start September 7th.
Like right after
That's
Labor
still
Day.
next week.
Whenever Labor Day, right after Labor
Yeah.
Day.
And the SEC start off on the 26th, so they're gonna watch y'all and figure out what, as far as like how you handle this pandemic, and see how it works and what you're doing, and whether you destroy it, whether it goes great or not. They're gonna watch y'all first, and they be like, all right, ACC, they effing it up. Cool, we'll cut our season. Or they gonna say, do you think it's fair that they can wait like that and y'all still going on as normal?
I think everybody should do it as normal. If you're gonna play, you're gonna play. No matter how you look at it, everybody should play the same weekend across the board and just move forward. I think, because when you do that, let's say everything goes smooth for the first couple of weeks for the ACC and all the other conferences, but then the SEC comes and everything goes bad.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So now it's like, are y'all gonna scrap your season, or y'all gonna just give 2 weeks off? You know what I'm saying? And then you restart again, because now we do have like 2 weekends off within the whole season. So I'm just thinking like, hey, won't everybody start at the same time? Yeah. Or if I think the reason why they're trying to do it is just stagnated, so everybody ain't moving around at the same time. It'd be week by week. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Right. So by the time the SEC play, okay, the ACC done played a couple of games. Now we take that week off and they start playing. Yeah. I'm assuming that's what they're trying to stagnate it so everybody ain't moving around at the same time.
Yeah. Right. It's gonna be tough with the travel and like that's just gonna be so hard, bro.
Well, I think they're trying to set this. They're trying to set it up to where majority of your games you can travel by bus. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Depending on where you are in the area. So if they're trying to do it that way, then I understand. Now, when you got to get on them planes, and unless they're going to designate a plane to each school, you see what I'm saying? And then that's how you travel.
Big schools, I think, probably already got that. They ain't like
majority of them,
yeah. Atlantic.
Yeah, majority of them have their own plane.
Yeah, they ain't even have their own plane, but they have like a partnership with the big airline.
Exactly.
Their own,
but you want to have that same plane every week.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you got to go, yeah.
So yeah, man. So one of our last topics, man, before we wrap up, man, it's not a huge topic, but boxing. What's the future of boxing? We got Spence. He's finally getting back in the ring. He's fighting Danny Garcia November 21st. I think that's going to be a very interesting fight. Garcia is a cat that's going to push the needle. Like he's going to be full go 1,000%. His daddy, he be Gucci though. He be having the dark frames on, bro. He be shining out. He talking trash. But what's the future of sports if we don't go and get fans? Like, are we gonna see the big time fighters fight each other? Because you know a lot of the big money is because of the gate. You know, people coming to Vegas, people going to.
Demand is normal. That's been the issue a lot is the lack of supply demand. You know, you don't have the best fighters fighting each other. Like if I don't see, and you just mentioned his name just a minute ago.
Danny Garcia.
Yeah, no, Spence and Crawford fight each other in 2021. Then it's a waste of time. Yeah. You know, and if
so let me ask this question before you finish. What if Danny Garcia beats Spence? So what you want to see?
I you know it has to happen for me to really think about it because I don't think it's gonna happen because I think Spence is too big for him. But I think Danny Garcia is not gonna get knocked out. I think he has a great chin and
scrappy.
But he's not active enough and he's not big enough to beat him. But to just add on to that is just if they don't fight each other, then you know you're wasting talent, you're wasting opportunity. Yeah. Some of the great fights that we all remember was when these guys fought in the peak of their days. Mm-hmm. You know, it hasn't been really in the last 5 years. You just haven't seen that type of success between the best of the best fighters. Is that a guy that's over the hill and a guy trying to fight him, or you know, even the over the hill fight may beat a guy like when Pacquiao beat Thurman, and you know you're kind of surprised, but maybe Thurman wasn't the fighter we thought he was. Mm-hmm. So I think what Keith said, we need those marquee fights, man. But you know, I don't think it'll never go anywhere because it always has a niche. It's always gonna have a fan base too.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not be number one,
Yeah.
but I mean, baseball ain't number one either, but still get money.
Yeah, they get billions.
So I mean, so you're always gonna have something. Some people just gonna always follow that particular fight.
Yeah.
The fight game, bro. The heavyweights was giving us something.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the end of the year, there's gonna be some good fireworks going on.
Yeah, I think.
I'm
Fury-
not-
and
I'm
then
not-
you think Fury
not-
gonna fight Wilder for the third time?
Yeah, they fight in December.
Yeah,
So that happens, and then the British kid he fights again
Joshua.
in December.
Yep.
So and whoever fight out wins out of those four boxers, the two fights gonna fight each other. Even though I think they already Fury and
Yeah, Joshua already signed.
Joshua already got one going on next year. So it's going to come back. You know, I'm not a big fan of what's her name though. I don't want to see Roy Jones.
Oh,
Roy
Say
Jones and Mike?
Tyson.
Roger and Mike, I'm up for that.
Yeah. You gonna watch, dog.
But
It's
the fights-
just intrigued to see what they're
I'm up for the
Like I
Roger
said,
Jones and
man,
Mike.
I just think it's gonna be
gonna be crazy, but
eventually it get back to where it used to be, man. But I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I don't get nothing out of it. Like, it's not like with Floyd, you watch Floyd lose.
Mm-hmm.
If you like Floyd, you love to watch him win.
yeah.
And it made him marquee just to
Right.
see it because he's a showman. He know how to sell it.
Right.
They need one of those type of guys. That's what they're missing.
Yeah.
And I say all that to say this, man. Shout out to Lil Lamont. He fight at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Good luck on your fight, bro. We definitely paying attention.
Yeah,
Want to put that out there.
But you know who I do like? He can be box office. I like his swag, the boy from Baltimore.
Tank.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to stay out of trouble.
He bring a big following, bro. When I went to New York to the fight,
Yeah.
Baltimore was in New York.
But the key, what James just said, you gotta stay out of trouble.
Yeah, cause he got that TV appeal, bro.
Yeah. And I think a lot of these guys take that joint for granted too. That once you get that TV appeal, you get a couple of belts under your notch, you forget that it's a business. And like I say, boxing, I think the promoters need to make these guys fight each other and quit thinking about themselves. You're gonna make the money.
Yeah.
The money is there for you to make. The promoters want to sit there, nah, we want to fight this guy. No, it's boxing. Either your man gonna get knocked out, or he gonna knock somebody out, or he gonna win by decision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they need to quit playing around with people's emotions, with the game of boxing. You didn't have that back in the day.
Yeah, fact.
Hearns and all them, they fought each other. They didn't care. They fought 2 and 3 times.
You got the best.
And you got the best fighter, and you got the bang for your buck.
Yeah.
They need to give people what they want, and because they wonder, well, why are people complaining about? No, because boxing is not giving people what they want.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? You want us to spend dang near what $100+ to watch on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I want to get something on pay-per-view. I want to get my money worth.
Absolutely.
Period.
But yeah, man, as we wrap up, man, let's get our closing thoughts. Let's start with Keith, man. What's your closing thoughts, Keith?
So, bro, it's been another great podcast, bro. We finally got all the argument brothers under one roof.
Yeah, it's
You
been
know
a
what I'm
minute.
saying? We'll say again, bro. Thanks for having Dale on,
Yeah,
dialing in with his expertise on what we talking about. But other than that, bro, man, it's just good to be back on back in the studio, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marvin, man. Marvin texted me the day talking about, bro, you really picked Mahone over Russell for the quarterback. So, just keep on to our listeners, man. Keep tuning in, bro. We're gonna keep on, taking it to the next level.
JD.
Say, Marv, we gotta get you in on that dial in too, bro.
Yeah, we got him. JD, closing thoughts.
Hey man, it's good to be here. You know what I mean? We definitely trying to get everybody together. Nothing important going on, but just glad that everybody can make it. I made it.
Yes, sir.
And man, let's keep pushing forward.
Let's go, JD. D Spring.
Hey man, everybody stay safe out here, man. It's tough. It's tough.
It's rough in these streets,
tough.
man.
It's me, Diamond Cobra. Stay safe, bro.
Stay safe, bro.
Like Soul Train. Peace, love, and happiness.
Hey, stay safe, bro.
Man, listen, man. Look, everybody just do their part. I think if everybody do that, I think we'll be a stronger nation. We'll get back to it. But I want to just shout out my wife, Tiffany. Her birthday is on Monday. So we're going to...
Also, Bryce's birthday on Monday, too.
Yeah, that Bryce,
All right,
my man
all
Bryson
right.
B. Yeah, Bryson McQuarter. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? So, shout
Oh
out
man, my bad man.
Go ahead, JD.
I give a little shout out to my little cousin, man. His birthday is, I think, the 12th.
Okay.
No doubt.
I'm about to say, I think the girl Jermaine, man, happy birthday, man.
Yes, sir. All the,
Yeah.
what is it? Leo
Leo,
season?
the Lions, the
I
Lions.
didn't say Leo season.
Leo season.
And
Oh,
they
the
be wild,
Lions
man.
out, bro. Them Lions something, bro.
All right, man. We gonna get out of here, man. We out. Yeah, we can try the double Bluetooth, but I don't know if that shit.
So JD, where the house at, man? You in DC? Where you at?
Yeah, it's in DC, it's in Southwest. That boy in that bougie area.
Nah, not that